is Akshay. My ID number is DEM05200019. Today I'm going to talk about the assassination of Kim Jong-nam. Facts of the case. Kim Jong-nam is the half-brother of North Korean leader, which is Kim Jong-un. He was assassinated on 13th of February 2017 when he was attacked at KLIA, Malaysia. 4 suspects were identified. However, they managed to enter Pyongyang without being arrested. Next, a Vietnamese and Indonesian woman were charged with murder, and they thought it was part of a TV prank. In 2019, the murder charges were actually dropped. It is widely believed that the murder of Kim Jong-nam was by Kim Jong-un, his half-brother. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi sir, have a nice day. My name is Vanita Keswan, ID DEM05200040, batch 21, course diploma in enforcement management student. Today I would like to present about the chronology Kim Jong-nam murder case in Shah Alam, Malaysia. 2 Southeast Asian women were the only suspect charged with murder after an outcast from North Korea's ruling family was poisoned with VS nerve agent at the Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia airport on 4 years ago. The trial ended abruptly Monday after Vietnamese woman Duan Tinh Huang pleaded guilty to a lesser charge and is expected to be free next month. It comes just 3 weeks only after prosecutor dropped the murder charge against Siti Aisyah of Indonesia. February 13, 2017, a North Korean man later identified as Kim Jong-nam, half-brother of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, is pronounced dead on the way to hospital. He was at KLIA to board a 9 a.m. flight to Macau when he was smeared with an unknown substances. February 14, 2017, the Inspector General of Police IG Pitan Khalid Abu Bakar confirmed the North Korean man as Kim Jong-nam based on his passport number 8364100070. The man was born in Pyongyang on June 10, 1970. February 15, 2017, a female suspect in possession of a Vietnamese passport is detained at KLIA bearing the name Duan Tinh Huang, age 31, in connection with the Kim Jong-nam case. February 16, 2017, another female suspect in possession of an Indonesian passport bearing the name Siti Aisyah is named connection with the Kim Jong-nam case. February 18, 2017, a police arrest 47-year-old North Korean Ring Jong-kol, identified as a chemical expert employed in the IT department of a company in Kuala Lumpur in connection with the Kim Jong-nam case. February 19, 2017, police say they are looking for another 7 North Korean suspects in connection with the Kim Jong-nam murder. 4 suspects left the country on the day of the attack. February 24, 2017, a chemical substance used in Kim Jong murder is identified as VX nerve agent. It is called as a chemical weapon under Weapon Schedule 1 of the Chemical Weapon Convention Act 2005 and Chemical Weapon Convention CWC 1997. March 1, 2017, Doan and Siti Aisyah A27 are separately charged at Sepang Magistrate Court with Kim Jong-nam's murder, which is carries the mandatory death sentence. March 3, 2017, Ring Jong-kol is deported following his release due to a lack of evidence to hindering over the killing of Kim Jong-nam. May 30, 2017, the Sepang Magistrate Court orders the murder case of Kim Jong-nam to be transferred to the Shah Alam High Court. July 28, 2017, Shah Alam High Court set trial dates in October and November. October 2, 2017, the murder trial began at the Shah Alam High Court. Both suspects is Siti Aisyah and Doan is plead not guilty. October 10, 2017, the Shah Alam High Court heard that Doan was recorded smearing something on the face of an unsuspecting member of the public 2 days before the February 13 incident. November 14, 2017, the Shah Alam High Court heard the condition of Kim Jong-nam was assistant to of a person poisoned with organospid, a chemical compound found in the eggs. April 5, 2018, after 39 days, the prosecution wraps up its case. 34 witnesses were summoned since October 2, 2017. June 28, 2018, prosecution dismissed defense case that Do-won and Siti Aisyah were recorded to take part in what they thought was a prank for a TV show, but were instead tricked into becoming Edwin Aziza in an elaborate plot by North Korean agents. August 16, 2018, the Shah Alam High Court ordered Siti Aisyah and Do-won to enter their defense for allegedly murdering Kim Jong-nam. March 11, 2019, the Shah Alam High Court freed Siti Aisyah after prosecutor withdrew the murder charge against her. March 14, 2019, Do-won continued to stand the trial after Attorney General rejected her request to be free. In 2019, Do-won Woo is sentenced to 3 years and 4 months in jail after accepting a lesser charge will likely be free in May. Thank you.
Very good morning to my dear beloved sir. My name is Joanna Priti Narayanasamy. My ID number is DEM04200017. Today I would like to present about the evidences in Kim Jong-un's murder case. The first evidence that we can find in Kim case is CCTV footage. The two suspects was poisoning Kim by the ex-agent. The two suspects was pulling the incident into an innocent prank on a TV television show. Unfortunately, their plan was collapsed by the CCTV evidence. The CCTV evidence shows after the two women poisoning Kim, they directly ran into a washroom to wash their hands. If it is a prank show, surely the two women will stay back to snap picture and laugh with Kim as a joke. Besides this, we can find a several suspicious information in this case. Firstly, Doan Tian Hao. She is a Vietnamese. She came to Malaysia at 4th February and was educated and trained as a pharmacologist about 10 years ago. Besides this, we also can see Siti Aisyah. She is an Indonesian and she came to Malaysia at 2nd February. She able to communicate in Korean and English very well. We can see Siti Aisyah have two identification cards. First identification card, it was stated as Siti Aisyah. She was worked as interpreter. She was born on 1992. Besides this, a second identification card, her name was stated as Siti Asa, and she was worked as housewife, and date of birth was 1st November 1989. This is why the Malaysian police was very suspicious with these two women, because it's really related to Kim's case. That's all for me, sir. Thank you for your time to listen my video. Have a nice day.
My name is Muhammad Irfan Berosani. My ID number DEM05200042. I'm from Diploma in Enforcement Management. Today, I want to present my group. My group case is Kim Jong-nam, and my part to present about the photo. So we go through photo 1. On Monday at 9 AM, Kim Jong-nam arrived at the Terminal 2 departure lounge of Kuala Lumpur International Airport carrying a passport with a fake identity. The second photo, before he reached a passport control, he is attacked by two women. It's been suggested one grabbed him from behind to possibly placing a poison, One woman covered lace handkerchief on his mouth, while the other either spray toxic liquid on him or prick with a poison needle, which may have been disguised as a fountain pen. Photo number 3. Kim Jong Nam immediately asks for help and is sent to the airport clinic suffering a served headache and on the verge of passing out. Photo number 4. After having a mild seizure at the clinic, he is put into an ambulance and taken to Putrajaya Hospital but is pronounced dead en route. Last photo, photo number 5. CCTV footage show on the suspect in a circle, red circle, hailing a cab outside the terminal to try to escape. After he killed Kim Jong Nam. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Have a nice day. My name is Wanita Kisma, ID DEM0520040, page 21. Today I would like to tell about the suspect in Kim Jong Nam murder case. There are 4 North Koreans suspected in the murder of Kim Jong Nam's murder fled Malaysia on the day he was attacked at KLI and apparently killed by a fast-acting poison. Suspect Ri Ja Nam O, Jong Gil, Ri Ja Hwan, and Hong Song Ha, aged between 33 to 57, entered Malaysia in February or late January. The 4 North Koreans are holding normal passwords and not diplomatic passwords. Then North Korea wanted for questioning is Kim UK, Hwan Kwang Song, and Ri Jua Hu, aged between 30 to 44. Otherwise, Malaysia police already arrested Siti Aisyah, an Indonesian woman, and her boyfriend Muhammad Farid bin Jaluddin, Malaysia, and Ri Jong Kol. Thank you.
Good evening, teacher. My name is Vishunajit Sharma. Today I would like to present about my conclusion. In my conclusion, it is understood that the first arrest made on 2 days after the murder was enough for the police to make a major breakthrough in their investigation. Nextly, press conference would like to put an end to how Jong Nam was poisoned. Report was suggest that it could have been injured to him. It remained unclear why Jong Nam was killed, although some international press have planned to set up. Lastly, however, having strong to believe that North Korean secret were behind the murder. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good morning to my dear beloved sir. My name is Joyna Priti Narayanasamy. My ID number is DEM0420017. Today supposedly I should present a past justification, but unfortunately there is no justification for this case because of lacking of document. That's all from me sir. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day sir.
Thank you sir for watching and listening our presentation.